Hi, should I put a proper top on? Yes. Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to help you on your fitness journey, basically. I've got some habits, some hacks, some tips, some tricks I wish I knew that have transformed my fitness journey, and I wish I knew them earlier because I would have saved so many months. I've been on my fitness journey since February 2021, so not too long, but it's been quite an intense fitness journey. It was basically my whole entire personality up until about 3-ish months ago. Literally it was everything to me, and then I realised there is more to life than the gym. Now it's a massive part of my life by all means. I love the gym. I go 5-ish days a week. I love it, but it's not everything. Because it's not everything, I've had to kind of restructure my exercising and get the most out of what I put in, basically. So number one, most important, the thing that literally changed everything for me was food and intuitive eating. I was tracking for about a year. Over a year. I was tracking pretty strictly for about a year, but we are now sticking to intuitive eating. I'm not joking, eating intuitively grew my butt. Now, I'm not saying you have to intuitively eat to get the gains in the gym, but you really need to eat a whole lot more than you think. When I stopped tracking and I started intuitive eating, holy moly, were the gains literally, I got punched in the face with a new butt. The glute transformation I had in the space of about 3-4 months was mad. And that was because I was eating so many more carbs, so many more fats, a lot of protein obviously. And because I was eating more, I was then putting more into my training, therefore getting more out of my training. But yeah, intuitive eating, I just couldn't recommend it enough. And even if you don't want to intuitive eat, if you are wanting to track or you have some serious goals and you want to track, up your carbs, up your protein, up your fats a little bit, and promise you, the gains are fun. Next is a gym training habit, and that's sticking to 1 to 3 compound lifts and then 2 to 3 accessory lifts. When I first started out, I literally would have a 10 exercise long workout, which was just so unnecessary because I'd be doing 2 sets of 10 on an exercise and just do 10, when if I just did more sets, less exercises, or even less sets but higher weight, it's so much more effective. Now most of my workouts will be 6 exercises absolute max. They're only on the higher end when it's upper body. That's just because I haven't found proper compound lifts which I really love for my upper bodies, apart from bench press. With my glute day, there's literally 5 exercises, and today I did legs and I did quads and I did 4 exercises, and I was walking out the gym hobbling. You do not need to do crazy amounts of exercises. Stick to the same ones, stick to the basics. I know it's so boring, but also if you stick to the basic compound lifts, you can get really creative with your accessory lifts, therefore you can switch it up. But for example, on your leg days, compound lifts could be barbell RDLs heavy, hip thrusts, squats, leg press. For chest and triceps, bench press is a great compound lift, and barbell shoulder press and overhead press. For back, there's a bent over row, there's the lat pull down. But yeah, I'd stick to 1 to 3 compound lifts, and then with your accessories 2 to 3. Depends how kind of crazy you're going and how little your sets and reps are. I always do minimum 2 sets on an exercise, just because otherwise I'm what's the point? You're not going to achieve anything from doing 1 set of an exercise. And with reps, I normally do between 8 and 12, depending on obviously how heavy I'm going. Next one also for the gym is stretching and having a proper freaking warm up. I used to not warm up. I know, honestly, it gives me anxiety thinking about it. Please warm up, even if it's just 2-3 minutes, or just some leg swings, or a 10-minute walk on the treadmill. You just have to warm up. To warm up, dynamic stretches will be your best friend. So for leg day, I do a lot of leg swings, I do squats. For upper body, I will use the resistance band and stretch out my back and my chest and my shoulders, I guess. I also always do a dead hang on my upper body days. Dead hangs are such a beautiful exercise, I guess, stretch. It is the nicest thing on your back. Also stretching after your workout is really beneficial for like DOMs, and also increase your flexibility, obviously, which everyone wants. Increased flexibility is really underrated in the gym. It's going to help you out a lot. Another one for the gym is kind of in line with what I said a minute ago about like the workouts. Don't overtrain a specific muscle group. Like, don't hit upper body 5 times a week. Don't hit lower body 5 times a week. I really recommend having your workout split, even if it's like quite loose. Mine at the moment is very loose just because with my work and seeing my boyfriend and getting ready for moving, I am a little bit sporadic about when I go to gym. So I haven't got a set workout split, but I try to hit legs 2 times a week and upper body 3-ish times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how many times I go to gym. I rarely hit the gym 6 days a week. A lot of people, this is very stereotypical, let me just say, I'm not saying everyone is like this, but a lot of people will just train chest or just train legs and like glutes, especially when they first start out. That is not effective because you're just gonna like really disproportionalize. Is that a word? Disproportionalize? Did I just make that up? I don't know, but it's gonna, your body's gonna be all disproportionate. Lifting weights does not make you bulky, and you just need a workout split to make sure you are targeting all areas. A workout split means you have the recovery time for wherever you're training, and also making sure you're hitting your whole body and getting that full body workout in at the end of the week. Next one for the food is to have a very diverse diet and switching up the type of food you eat. So as I intuitively eat, I get to have quite a diverse diet. When I was tracking, I used to eat the same freaking things. It was like I was a freaking movie on repeat. Genuinely, I would eat the same meals every single day. I do definitely still have my same protein oats every single morning, but I actually now have 2 variations, so we just switch from day to day. That's my little variety I have with it. Having a really diverse diet is so good for your body. It's good to get all that different food and macronutrients and micronutrients into your body, getting different vitamins and different types of fats and different types of protein and different types of carbs. Like, it's really good to have a very diverse diet, and also making sure you are eating the right types of foods. Like for me, as I intuitively, I will try to have a carb, a protein and a fat in every single one of my meals. That's just a little aim. Obviously, sometimes I don't always hit it. It's not like a strict goal or aim. It's just on my big meals, like my breakfast, lunch and dinner, I will try to have a carb, a fat and a protein. But I like to switch up what I eat to make sure I'm having a really diverse diet. I'm not restricting anything. I am lactose intolerant and I don't eat meat. But with vegan foods and vegetarian foods, I will switch up a bunch, and I love to experiment with my food, and I really recommend it. Your body's going to get used to different foods. You may find like food that your body really likes and reacts to well, and I think it's just really important to have a diverse diet. Back to training, we have got perfect your form before increasing weight. This is very important as well to minimize injury and making sure you are getting the most out of your exercise. Form is honestly like overlooked quite a bit. A lot of people will just be like, as long as I can hip thrust 300 kg, I don't care what the form is. And I'm like, bestie, I'm hitting like 80 kg, but at least my form is like chef's kiss. Form is really important. You do not want to get injured in the gym. You do not want to perform an exercise wrong over and over again, because your body is going to get used to performing that exercise wrong, and therefore you are going to continuously perform that wrong and then end up getting an injury. So please, if you're trying out new moves or you're doing an exercise and it doesn't quite feel right, please just like look up on YouTube or something on how to perfect the form and lower the weight, perfect your form, feel the mind to muscle connection, and then go up in weight. So please perfect your form before you go up in a weight. Also, next one, very fitting to what I just said, is slow and controlled movement, and having that mind to muscle connection is really important. This just helps with your form as well. I like to have times and workouts where I will drop the weight a bunch and really focus on slowing down the movement, focusing on my form, focusing on that mind to muscle connection. Like when you're performing an exercise, you should be thinking, like, this is targeting this area. That is actually really going to help you feel it as well. And slowing down that movement is going to make sure you really maximize the effect the weight is doing on your body. I love slowing down movements. It's the worst time, but it's also the best time. You get a freaking burn out of it. Number 8 is making sure you have a solid pre and post workout meal. Please do not work out fasted or like without having any food or without having any water or anything like that. It is it's not good for your body. Like, your body is already running on so low, and if you're going as far to fast your body and make your body use up more energy. It's basically overtraining. I know a lot of people have like contrasting opinions on this. I know of a lot of people who do, but I just think you should have a pre-workout meal because that is just going to maximize and make your workout so freaking good. I used to train fasted and I would get quite lightheaded because I hadn't eaten, I hadn't really drunk that much. My energy just wasn't there. I wasn't hitting PRs because, like I said, my energy wasn't there. Like, I have my fat bowl of oats and then I head to the gym. And also post-workout, your body needs to then rebuild up the energy you've just expended. Same with water, like please drink a bunch during your training. But I like to have a protein bar and like a banana or a piece of bread, like a protein and a fat and a carb source right after my workout. It's a myth about the whole like, oh, if you don't eat protein within 45 minutes, then your gains aren't going to be there, or whatever the myth is. That is a myth, like that is not real. But normally I'm very hungry after my workout anyway, and I just recommend eating something just to give yourself some fuel after the workout. Number 9 is to structure your workout so you do your weights first and then your cardio second. If you are strength training, always weights before your cardio session. Obviously a cardio warm-up like 10-15 minutes is absolutely fine, and as long as it's not like high intensity. You want to get your pulse rating, but you don't want to be like puffed, like out of breath afterwards. I will always do my weights and then move on to like my cardio. I like to do like 12-30 when I can be bothered, which has not been recently. Always do your weights first because that is what you are gonna need like most of your energy for. Like, you want to expend most of the energy on doing your weight session than your cardio, so always do your weights first. And then lastly is to experiment. I will always say this to anyone who ever asks me anything about food, training, anything like that. Just experiment with what feels good for you, what works for you, what you like, what you don't like. Try everything. Jump on trends, switch up your ways of doing things. I find I get bored if I stick to such a strict routine. Like, I like to have some freedom, and I just really recommend that for keeping it interesting, staying motivated, and also, you know, learning what you like, learning new things. Yeah, keeping it fun, I guess. And those are my 10 little food and training habits that have transformed my journey. I hope that was helpful. I will soon be a certified personal trainer, so if you'd like some more assistance, if you'd like to work one-on-one with me, then you can. My Instagram is Coached by Rose. That's where you will be able to get in touch about coaching. It's very soon, very soon. But thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Have an amazing week, and it's summertime. We already knew that, but love you so much. Bye.